Deze microfoon is puur voor de opname, daar hebben we niks aan. Ik heb er niks aan, jullie horen het niet, maar wel voor de mensen thuis. Kun je het horen, Dave? Mooi. Excellent. So we'll do this in English, because there's at least one non-Dutch speaker. We'll do this in English, so there's at least one non-Dutch speaker here. I did a small introduction yesterday. There's a few new people here, but we'll go over the rules and everything again, just to make sure everyone knows them. Have any questions developed themselves over the past night? No? Excellent. So, okay. Hi. Welcome to the, I hope, finally now the 10th edition of this winter event. Maybe? Anyone keeping score? No? New location. I think you've all now browsed through it and found all the little surprises that we also found out. And there's a bunch of rules which we haven't met yet, I think. But if we find some rules that we can't, break, then please don't. There's a whole bunch of talks and workshops scheduled, as this is a conference. And if I don't do that, I get criticized for not having any content. So we have content, yay! There's the bar. We don't have tokens this year, but we have the ref bank system. Horrible system. Horrible system. Yes, it's written in Perl. So yeah, it's an alt system, so to speak. Yeah, we have this. We have a Python-based system, which is infinitely better. And it needs a touchscreen instead of a command line. So meh, it has that going for it. There's drinks and food, and the yurt has the fonduère, where he creates the toasties, or you create the toastie. I think that's quite self-explanatory this year. You scan at the bar, you take what you want, and then you pay for it. That's simple. We have uplink again. AK has done a great job. I don't know where he is, but seems to work. Yay! These are the details of the Wi-Fi. If you haven't found them yet, or are still struggling to get online, try this, or contact AK. If you have eth0 or SpaceNet, that should work, which should cover most of the hackerspace people, I think. No questions? No? Excellent. I think we all found the facilities already. The toilets are over there. Lectures will be in here. Hackspace is obviously the hackspace. The hostel, has everyone who has a room been to the hostel yet? Okay. And has everyone been here since yesterday? So the convoluted route around the building at night? No questions there? Good. Yes. Okay, apparently this is a puzzle. I didn't know this, but there should be toilets on the second floor. I think also on the third floor. But if not, we'll find somewhere. Frack is hosting the hackerspace, obviously, which means that all Frack's stuff is in there, and the board is here also. Fugu, if you have any questions about any of the stuff, or you want to lend some equipment or use some tools, look at the Frack guys, which are recognizable by their weird Frisian accents. So simple. Yep. That's basically it. Let's move over to the program, which filled up quite nicely. And we now have a program which runs well into the night. So for today, we'll start off with the keynote speaker. That's what he said. So Brenno, and he changed the title of his talk in like 5 minutes ago. Still same subject, or just a new title or different content, or. Excellent. So. Okay, that gives me time to create new slides for another talk. I have about an hour. It's a workshop, on that table. About getting MicroPython to run on ESP 8266, you know them, the little small Arduino replacement thingies with Wi-Fi on board. If you have a micro USB cable, bring it, and I'll bring the ESP, and we can just, you know, do this together. So you can then go out and buy one on eBay and, you know, get yourself set up. Then we have a talk by Matthijs Pontier from the Pirate Party. Should not be a political talk too much. He also does some technical stuff, so that should be cool. Then we have een slaapverwekkend verhaal about CO2. There's a counter over there. And yeah, see if it's climbing. It's not, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what that does. And it should be interesting for, you know, hacker spaces, because they're also weird and hard to ventilate properly. Maybe also interesting for your own house. Then we have the beer sampling by Yildau. She brought some special beers from Vosdam, and I think she has about 10 people signed up now. I'm not sure if she has any space left, but you can always try. Dinner will be served at 6 tonight. Brought in by a catering company, so I think they'll be on time. It'll be here. Okay, good. That, you know, makes it easier. Yeah? Complicated people, yay. Oh, sorry. No, but I think there's vegetarian options and some other stuff as well. There's at least some vegan stuff, so I think it'll figure itself out. More talks. Attila is doing a talk about IP EVPN fabrics on the switches from his, I don't know, customers, suppliers, I don't know, somewhere. Should be interesting. They're based on Linux, so I'm guessing some of this is also applicable to standard Linux stuff, right, Attila? Good, excellent. Then we have a talk about the upcoming SHA badge. You might have seen them floating around already. It's it's ESP based, has ePaper, right? And lots of hacking going on, lots of stuff that shouldn't be possible going on already, but more developers needed, I think. Yeah. And then we continue on to another MicroPython on another ESP board, the same as used on the SHA badge. And I have no idea what that's about. So maybe that's the same talk as I'm doing. Different CPU, same content. I don't know. We'll see. He has about 4 hours to make something different. Simple. Sunday. Sunday is also a bit of a, you know, less full day because people will start to go home. We have some lightning talks. RestSpace, Hope, and Bitlayer and Frack will do a small presentation on their new spaces because they've all moved to new locations. Is there anyone else from another hackerspace who'd like to do a presentation on their hackerspace or whatever? Then, you know, you're invited to join in. Just get some pictures and maybe the location and stuff like that. Anna said he didn't want to do his talk anymore. Oh, Qt Pass. Okay, yeah, so. It's on Sunday. So, yeah. We're now all forbidden from talking to him because he needs to make his slides. It's that simple. Then Attila for another talk, lightning talk. We might have all heard about SHA, upcoming large hacker event, and all the infinite struggles that you find when you want to organize anything for 5,000 people. So that's about it, right? Okay. And then we have BS doing a talk about network hacking 101 part 2. So that would be 102, I guess. So yeah, and that's it. Okay, I'd like to give the word to Benno.